Hey y'all, how you doing? I'm Alex. I'm putting together some musician tips. I've been doing this for a while, so I got one that might surprise you. I never announce on the microphone that I have a tip jar. You know, if you ever sat in an audience and watched a band and somebody says, "Hey, I got a tip jar," you know what's going to happen? I mean, are you really going to get any extra money for announcing it? Probably not. They know it's there. Especially if you put it in a place where it's visible. You know, that's what you want to do. You want to put it up a little bit so they don't have to bend over to the floor to put the money in there. And you put it up a little bit high and you put it in a place that's convenient for them. And really, I never put mine like right in front of me, like next to the bandstand. It's hard for people to walk right up to your face and, not for everybody, but a lot of people. So you put it over to the side, maybe a few feet out from where you're playing at. So, I've even asked people after, during a show, "Hey, how do you feel about that?" And they would go like, it's not something that I really enjoy. I mean, I know the tip jar is there. So, it can seem kind of pushy a little bit. Plus, you're also taking the risk of, getting a manager or the powers to be, the owner of the club or restaurant or wine bar, wherever you're at. They might look at that and go, "Why is this guy hustling my clients?" And so they're not going to come up to you and say, "Don't do that anymore," most likely. What they're going to do is you're going to wait about a month and they're not going to call you back. And you're going to go, "Gee, I wonder why they're not calling me back. I killed it. I'm awesome. I'm the greatest of all time. But they're not calling me back." They're in a business where they want people to come back. So, why take the risk is my thing. So, what works best for me is like a lot of times I'll just go and if somebody puts some money in my tip jar and I see them, even if I'm in a song, I might say something like "Thank you very much," like really, thank you very much, like really in there, like, or just thanks, and give them a little eye contact if you can, and that does one of two things. It shows gratitude. It shows that you're appreciative of what people are doing for you that they don't need to do, and also you're sending out this little kind of wave to the rest of the people that, "Oh, somebody just tipped this guy. Maybe I should too." At least that's my belief, and I usually do pretty good with the tip jar. So, just a little bit of gratitude doesn't hurt. Not loud, not pretentious, not, "Hey, thanks a lot, dude," nothing like that. Just like really light. So now there is an exception to this rule, and that's like, which I haven't done for a long time, but I love it. So you play in a rowdy bar, and you're like really kicking butt, and your time comes up, your 2 or 3 hours or 4 hours or 10 hours, whatever you just did, and your time is up. Then if people are going to play some more and they really want not just one idiot, there's always one person, "Hey, do one more song." I mean, if the crowd is into it and they're saying play some more, then it's easy to say, "I'm going to take a quick break, but while I'm on break, I'm going to do some extra music for you because you like it and I like it and we're having a great time, right?" So then it would be, but I'm off the clock, so I'm going to pass the tip jar around and ask you for your donation because everybody likes to get paid for what they do, and I'm included. And then if you can give the tip. I don't like to pass it myself, but you can delegate it to somebody that's really into it, a lady or a man that wants to walk around and do those things. Anyways, those are my announcing tip jar policies. And, who's to say I'm right or wrong? But if you have some thoughts and you like to make a comment or something like that and argue about it, say, "Hey, you're a jerk," or whatever, or "It's really cool," whatever you want to do, put it in the comments. And I definitely will respond.